We're going to do the England squad announcement reaction video. I've not seen the squad yet, so this is literally the first time I'm going to see it. I've seen some rumours. I know that Maguire, Cole Palmer, Phil Foden not going to be in the squad, so he's already made some big calls. Let's jump straight into it and see the squad. Okay, so I've got the goalkeepers. Okay, Dean Henderson, yeah, was expected. Jordan Pickford, don't really need to talk about that too much, was always going to be the main starter. James Trafford, a young goalkeeper. I think probably the future of England past Pickford, so happy to see him go. Obviously played a bit. I think he played in the cup final for City, yeah, recently against Chelsea, so yeah, he's probably deserved to go. Nothing really wrong with those goalkeepers. Let's move on to the defenders. So Dan Burn, Mark Gahey, both probably expected to go, I would say. Dan Burn will be interesting. He's obviously taken Dan Burn because he's, you know, tall, a threat from set pieces, corners. That's probably why he's not taken Maguire. Reece James, bloody biscuit ankles, but at least he's going to the World Cup. Quality player, but injuries always a problem for him. But I think he should be on the plane to go. Maguire not going, I definitely think he should be on the plane. He's such a big personality. He's a threat from corners, set pieces. He's probably our best defender, so it is a big call from Tuchel not to take him. But I think the players that we've got are still absolutely quality, and I think we should still get behind these defenders for sure. Ezri Konsa, very good player, just won the Europa League with Aston Villa, so definitely deserved to go on the plane in my opinion. Tino Livramento, I think taken for versatility there, very good player, but haven't seen too much of him for Newcastle this season, but can play at left back, right back. I'm not opposed to that. Nico O'Reilly being the standout breakout star of the season. Yeah, I think he's deserved to go on the plane. Again, a threat aerially, very good player, can play left mid as well, so quite an attacking option, gives us something different as well. Jarell Quansah, that's an interesting one for Bayer Leverkusen. Again, reasonably young, so it's interesting he's gone with a lot of youth in this. Bit of mix of youth and experience in the squad. Jed Spence, he's clearly a good defender, not great going forward, I would say. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by Jed Spence. It looks like, apart from Nico O'Reilly, we've not got another left-footed left-back option. I know Dan Burn can play there, but yeah, Stones, I'm happy John Stones was going to go. It looks like Tuchel was always going to make a decision between Maguire or Stones, and he's gone for Stones. So I love John Stones as a player. I think he's a great player. Yeah, I'm happy to see him on the plane and see him go. Okay, midfielders now. Yeah, Elliot Anderson, Jude Bellingham, obviously expected to start, so that's no surprise there. Jordan Henderson is a little bit of a shock, but he's been in all of Tuchel's squads. I think Tuchel really rates him as a personality around the squad. How do I feel about Jordan Henderson going? I'll probably say, I think there's other players that deserve to go above him, but if you look at that England midfield, you'd probably say there isn't, apart from Rice and Bellingham, you'd probably say there isn't that much experience at all. So that is literally why he's taken him. The experience for those midfielders, maybe even a bit of a coaching role to those younger midfielders. Like, I know Kobe Mainoo started the final at the Euros and played a lot of the tournament. Was probably the standout player at that last tournament. So he does have experience there, but still generally inexperienced as a player. So I think Henderson will still support there. Morgan Rogers, again, no tournament experience, but had a great season and been a breakout star the last couple of seasons. So I think deserves to go. I'm not too opposed by that midfield. I think there's enough there for us. Declan Rice goes without saying, going to start. Moving on to the forwards. Eze expected to be on the plane, very good player, had some standout games for Arsenal, in particular the North London derby. Massive game, that hat-trick was very, very impressive. I think deserves to be on the plane. Anthony Gordon will bring pace, he'll bring directness as well, so he's had an okay season from what I know at Newcastle, but he does play well for England. We need runners off Kane as well, and I think Gordon, and looking at the rest of this squad, probably Madueke runs a bit further on. Rashford comes to feet, Saka comes to feet. So yeah, Gordon deserves to be on the plane. Let's have a look at what actually stands out here. So Ivan Toney and Ollie Watkins as the understudies to Kane. The big surprise is Ivan Toney. No one's really watching Saudi League, let's face it. He's scored a lot of goals apparently in the Saudi League. He's good at penalties, but who's missing out there from, yeah, Calvert-Lewin's gonna miss out, and Danny Welbeck. I'm not too opposed to Ivan Toney, but appreciate the arguments towards Danny Welbeck and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Ollie Watkins, he's had some good form towards the end of the season, and I think he's really made a hard push to make it into the England squad. We don't have many top class strikers besides Harry Kane, so I'm not opposed to these two players being on the plane. My overall opinion in the squad, it's still a very strong squad, and I respect Thomas Tuchel, and I think he's making some big calls already. Let's see what happens, guys. I think either way we should get behind this England team, really go for it. Yeah, fingers crossed they do the business. If things start to go wrong in those first couple of games, I can see it already. Why is Maguire not there? Why is Cole Palmer not there? Surely there can't be arguments for Phil Foden to be on the plane after the season he's had, and he never does it for England, in all honesty. It's tough being Thomas Tuchel right now, and he's always going to have criticism, so I think let's get behind the boys. I'm sure they're going to do a good job, and yeah, let's see what happens. So guys, if you're new to the channel, I'll be following England the whole way through the tournament, match day to match day, city to city, wherever they go, I'll be there. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to follow the journey. I literally can't wait at this point. I'll be out in America on June the 1st, and England's first game on June the 17th against Croatia. I'll be there. Make sure you get following, guys.